Welcome everyone back to this channel. I'm just going to tell you something regarding memory. So for the past 8 years, since 2016, since I was 15 years old, I've been remembering things consecutively, which basically means to remember things day after day after day. And again, if you're wondering what it means to have a good memory, basically it means just to stay focused and things like such. The thing about memory is that it's a skill, and for me personally, I always knew that it was something that I had, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I always used to think that it wasn't really important, but now getting older, I'm realizing that memory is actually a skill and it's actually more in demand, especially in the USA market. The thing about memory is that it's something that you could exercise every single day, just like how every single time you need to, do fitness or something like that. That's something that you're doing. Or let's say, for example, you have a habit of, you know, doing something every single day. Maybe if it's like combing your hair or maybe washing your face. That's something that can be installed inside of you. So it's the same thing with memory because again, the more you remember things, and the more you actually keep on exercising your memory, then the better it will be. The reason why I'm saying this is because I'm talking about from my own personal experience. And from my own personal experience, I feel like literally when you remember things through images. I like to call them images. A lot of people, a lot of memory coaches, they like to call them palaces. But for me, I've always known them as images since 2016. The way to do so is by using images. And I think the images are a fantastic way for you guys to actually, you know, get into building your memory skills because all you need to do really is pretty much remember the picture. And I think the more you remember the picture, it actually attracts things. Because when you attract things in your day or attract things like images, everything just falls in across. And I found like this is the best way to do these type of things. And obviously you guys, many of you guys would agree with me because um I think it's a lot easier to remember an image than what you see on a sheet of paper. Even me myself, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not the best academically. I would say that literally I'm able to remember a lot more through, pictures, images, and based on what people have told me. So that's literally the way I remember things. But again, the way to improve your memory, if you think your memory is not the best, you can need to just try ahead and basically just just start with something small. Even if it's just remembering the minimal in your day, that will still help you. Because when you remember the minimal in your day, it actually attracts other things that you're doing in your day. But of course, you can always add your own spin to it as well. So that's literally what I have installed for you guys. I've been remembering, everything that I've been doing day after day since at the age of 15. It's something that I've had an interest in since August of 2016 to be precise and exact. And to be fair with you, it's something that literally that but I only started trying to make into something like YouTube like for the past 3 to 4 years now. Well, 3 years if I have to be exact. And even me myself as well, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm not the best academically as I said earlier. And even my grades back in school definitely were not the worst, but they were not the best. That's because I find remembering things through images and maybe through the visuals a lot more easier for myself. So that's literally what I can tell you guys. And yeah, when it comes to remembering things as well, I'd also say sometimes distract yourself. And when I mean distract yourself, I'm not talking about, just have fun constantly 24/7. Although it kind of contradicts yourself as well. Sometimes you need to honestly take a break sometimes because it can be so annoying not remembering what you read a few days ago or what you have to do. But sometimes distractions can be a good thing. It's just like, for example, when you're just doing any random thing, maybe if it's like cleaning the house or doing anything like that, you literally just remember something where it's just like, wow, okay, so this is what happened a few days ago, a few weeks ago, and then things start attracting you. So that's it. That's literally a tip. But I feel like this is something that is more secondary because you obviously you have to retain that information, of course, for it to stay there in the first place. So the thing about memory, it is a skill that can be useful, and I think one of the things if you want to build your memory is that do not underestimate it because you don't know how useful it could be the next day. And sometimes, me myself, I remember things, even if it's so minimal, to the point where people don't even care about it. I'm always trying to see how that could be important for the future or for the next day. So really, improving your memory skills does not have to be complicated and difficult. I mean, I feel like a lot of people make it, seem like that, but honestly, it's not that bad. And literally, it's by starting small. Sometimes when you start small like this, it becomes a lot more easier for me because literally I've had this habit of remembering pictures, images, things like that for the past couple of years. I feel like now even remembering things is effortless now at this point. I wouldn't say I'm perfect, but I feel like the fact that literally I can actually remember things, a lot more easier in my day because of the repetition that I built. So it's like building a foundation on that as well. So I think it's better for you guys to actually do something like such. So make sure to, honestly, um, when it comes to your to memory, make sure you're also building the foundations of it, like I said. And the way to do this is just by starting simple. Just keep it very simple, you know. And also, it's better not to compare yourselves as well, because when you compare yourselves to other people's memory in terms of the way they remember things, do not be feeling overwhelmed. I know, yes, this is always easier said than done, but what I just wanted to say really is that, yeah, basically just not worry about you know how well people's memory are, because you need to be thinking about yourself as the individual. And this is literally one of my next points as well. Think about yourself as the individual when it comes to improving your memory skills, because the reason why I say this is because it's so easy for us to actually be overwhelmed by the things that we see around us. Like sometimes we might be overwhelmed by our own work and by the things that we do. So I think it's very important not to rush into things, and not to be so do or die feeling of just having to remember in a particular way. So that's literally what I will tell you guys as well. When I mean think about yourself as an individual, I'm basically saying that think about what you would do. Think about your personal activities, even if literally your activities are peculiar to the other person. I mean, I don't know what you guys do, but anything that rocks your boat really, use that to your advantage. You know, that's what I would say. You need to add your personality when it comes to improving memory, because at the end of the day, you guys have your own activities that you do. You guys obviously have things that that resonate with you. Maybe there's things that you and I both have. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because I am a memory coach, and I've literally worked with a client where literally I told her the same advice about how you know use yourself as an individual, and she said that what I said really helped a lot, and it's true, and it's very true. Use yourself as the individual, because when you think use yourself as the individual, you're more able to make it into some sort of story. It doesn't have to be remembering everything word for word, but having the fundamentals of it, it'll help you and be a lot more confident with your answers. It'll allow you to be a lot more confident with what you're gonna say. So that's actually one thing I will tell you guys when it comes to building up your memory skills. But one of the things I will definitely tell you about memory is such a very good skill. I feel like memory skills, are very underrated, and they can be very useful. So that's literally what I can tell you guys as well. And again, even in school as well, you want to be using memory to your advantage, because I mean that's probably the main that's probably one of the main areas in your life that you would probably be improving your memory skills. I mean, I found that to be my case. Maybe if it's like remembering names, remembering my friends' birthdays and things like that. That's what I can tell you. But really, when it comes to your memory skill, it does not have to be difficult. Just start off with anything really. Even if it's having a conversation with your mother or your dad, use that to your advantage as well. Make sure not to, overthink it too much, because I think it's so easy. Even me myself, as someone that claims to have a good memory for all these 8 years as well, it can be a lot more. It can be sometimes overwhelming. Sometimes I even forget stuff. I won't even lie to you. I'm always thinking to myself, oh my gosh, what if I don't remember this thing, the next day or the day after? But what I can tell you guys is to just start really. And sometimes you need to be very strategic as well, you know, even if it means being a little bit extra in terms of what you do, but knowing that it makes sense to what you're doing. Then I do that as well, because you never know how it can play up in the future, you know. But to basically keep it short and simple, I think you should just literally remember things, that are basic in your day. Start off simple and take it from there. Of course, if you're feeling a bit braver and you want to start off with, maybe something a lot more, bigger, then go for it, because that will literally give you a good feeling inside of you. And one of the best things is that when you remember things inside of you, it feels so good, because it feels as if you want to remember more. So make sure when it comes to your memory skills, just start off with something simple. Start off with you as the individual, as personality as well, because that will definitely help. You know, this is literally just my opinion about it, because I've had lots of experience with dealing with this as well. So that's why I wanted to share. Thank you for watching. I know it's been a very long time since I uploaded a video on this, you know, YouTube account, but thank you for watching this video. And if you want to learn more about improving your memory, you can head over to the link in my about page, and you can go to my website and you can get the digital products that are there. Thank you for watching this video.